Hi, my name is Anton Jones, and this is my climb. I have been involved with climb since 2006 when I directed my first three plays for climb. From there, I did a lot of workshops with climb actors, primarily hip hop theater workshops that I would be brought in as part of their professional development training. And then in 2016, I became what was called the PEP, and I was in charge of the performing company. And then in 2017, I became the artistic director. This time at Climb for me came out in a roundabout way 10 years before that, earlier 2006, when I actually met Buffy, who was later working at Climb in charge of as PEP, and began my journey in theater arts education. My connection as a youth, how it came full circle when I found myself working full-time at Climb. That's very unique about the situation for me. Two of my three children learned to walk while I have been on full-time staff at Climb. I started with two children, now I have three. One was walking, now all three are. This is a space I've been at long enough to call a home, where it has now become a home to my whole family and inherits a lot of that. Since my time at Climb, I think a big change is I'm suddenly the person who's in charge of the organization. This was a time where I was thrust into leadership of a place that had a nice, rich 42-year history. That is a history that has good, bad, and ugly. Every org has that. But coming into this position, I had worked with other theaters and other orgs and had a certain set of values and standards that if I was to be in leadership, I wanted to make sure were held to the highest standard. So in my position at Climb now, I say that hopefully inspires and propels our staff and our communities is that I've had this opportunity to synthesize my work in the community as an educator, a theater maker, and a rule breaker with my new position on this theater company. Because of that, I feel that my time at Climb has propelled myself to really reflect on what it means to be mission driven on a deeper level, has forced me and pushed me to advocate on behalf of the mission versus on behalf of my art. They do intersect, but I think the quality of art experience, like seeing a play, and the quality of who you are reaching sometimes can be in conflict. And that is what I always aim to strike that balance with and model that for everyone who comes in, who intersects or crosses with Climb Theater. We are one of a kind. We are a young, from a staffing standpoint, very young as an organization, from who's in leadership, who is running the thing, who is working with us. That is very unique for a theater and very unique for most nonprofits, but for sure in the theater industry. I think it's very important and one of a kind that we truly put our people first as an organization, and that people includes our staff as well as the vast amount of communities we serve. I feel you need to donate to Climb because we truly value the time, the treasure, and talent of not only our staff and our artists, but our donors. Being able to give financially is wonderful, but we have so many additional people who give their time and their knowledge, and that is worth its weight in gold as well. And we value all of those things equally. We put our mission ahead of the method. While we traditionally, as a theater, do theater, we do plays, and as an educational theater, we do classes. In a time like this, in the state of a pandemic, where theaters, plays aren't able to happen in person, and school is either remote or digital for many students, that the craft of theater of putting on plays as we've known it, is kind of on hold. It's not eliminated, it's on hold. With that on pause, we have made an effort to continue our mission to inspire and propel. If it's not through a play or a class, that is ultimately how we made the decision to, with our full staff, when there was a major shortage of food and resources due to social unrest, that we used our touring company and our vans and our staff who are still employed on our payroll to deliver food and to be on those protest lines and to be working with the community in a different way. Because that, in my experience and my belief, was using the tools that theater needs to exist as a play in an applied way outside of a stage. That is putting our mission ahead of our method. No matter what, our mission cannot pause. It's too important. Over the course of this Give to the Max Day, you are going to hear from a lot of our alumni, our partners, our friends who were in some way or another deeply impacted by climb and found something in their time or intersection with climb that allowed them to inspire and propel. If you have experiences with the climb that we aren't aware of, I really want to invite you to share in your own channels that experience. That hashtag #MyClimb is something that I believe can be applied to anybody, everybody who has ever heard of climb. And I urge and would love to see those people who we did not get a chance to speak to share and get back to us about how climb has impacted them. My Climb has been a family affair. Donate to Climb to help others on their climb.